Hey, let's jump into this. You got a question from a home seller in your market about a 1031 exchange. Now, for those who don't know what a 1031 exchange is, 1031 references the Internal Revenue Code, Section 1031, that allows an owner of real estate to exchange like property for like property, investment property for investment property, and if they were exchanged and no money changed hands between the two parties, there would be no taxable gain. So any taxes you might owe on the sale of the property could be deferred until sometime later. So tell everybody the question that you got. It was the very first time I had ever heard that question.
So it is a client of ours, an investor client who bought a really nice home about a year and a half ago, and the investment hasn't worked out for him. And now, he wasn't our investor client back then, but he's approached us.
He is now.
I had to throw that out there.
Well, no, but he reached out to you because he's desperate to find somebody to help him rent his house, but he really doesn't want to rent it. He really wants to sell it. And so you're coming in to kind of help him solve a problem that probably another real estate agent should have helped with before he got him into the deal.
Yes, because he is not going to get the rental rate on it that he initially thought he would be getting on it. Quite a big difference in what he thought he was going to get.
Would you mind, I know we haven't talked about properties, but what did he think he was going to get, and what do you think he would get?
So he was thinking he was going to get $3,000, and realistically, he's likely going to get $2,500 to $2,600 on a good day. Now, when I ran the numbers, even on what he would need to break even, the market's not supporting even that need. So when I ran the numbers and had the discussion with him, he's going to lose. If it sells today at the price I think it will likely sell at, it's about $30,000.
Right.
It's what he's going to lose, and not just value, but cost of sale and cost of purchase, and taking all those fees and considerations in there. And so the question came up, well, does he do a 1031? And so that was the question.
But I said to Tammy, I don't see any reason why someone would do a 1031 exchange when they're losing money. A 1031 exchange allows someone who has a gain. So I bought a property for $300,000. I'm selling it for $500,000. Let's just say my gain is $200,000. It wouldn't be $200,000 because you'd have some depreciation and some additional expenses that you had incurred in the property. But let's just say it's $200,000. So I don't want to pay tax as an investor on the $200,000 gain, so I do a 1031 exchange so I can take for a small fee that $200,000 in equity that I've gained, and I can put it in another property without having it be a taxable event. So let's just say I paid long-term capital gains on it. Maybe I pay 15, 20, 25, depending upon my tax bracket in terms of long-term capital gains taxes, and that would take the $200,000, and let's just say it was 25%, it would bring it down to $150,000 that I had to invest. But I want to invest the whole $200,000. I don't want to pay tax. And so in your guys' case, it doesn't make any sense to do that. In the tax code, and again, you got to talk to a tax expert, it allows you to carry forward losses. So if you have a capital loss, I can continue to carry that forward on my taxes until I have a capital gain that I can use to offset it. There's also a way to offset a little bit of your personal income, but I'll leave that to the experts. So your guy, when he closes on his sale, let's say that after expenses to you and everything, he loses $30,000, then he should be able to keep that $30,000 in capital losses, and he should be able to keep it as long as he wants to. And when he has a $30,000 capital gain someday, which I assume he will have on something, then there would be no taxes due.